Hello everybody, and today I've got this interesting tier list that I made. Yes, you can find it on the internet, and I'll talk about it later at the end of the video. So this tier list is about train sim maps. So as of now, there are 12 train sim maps. Of course, I'm not including train showcase place or how it's called. I'm not sure right now, but yeah. 12 maps, and let's start with the first one, which is the Polish local track. The Polish local track is, in my opinion, a map that could be really good, but the main problem about this is its lack of stations. It is only two stations between Krasna and Krasanowice, and I think I think it's just there aren't enough stations on the map. I know it's a local track, and Train Sim is known for local tracks being extremely short, but I feel like four stations is maybe a bit too few stations. So I think it looks really good, like in scenery and things like that. Maybe there could be a bit more, maybe on the fields and on the places between the stations, but other than that, I feel like it deserves like a B tier. I could place it in A, but it just lacks the amount of stations. So I think there could be like more stops between those two main stations. Then we have Czech Republic, my home country, and I know you're probably expecting me to put it into instant S tier, but no, surprisingly not. Because I feel like the map is really good. Although yes, I mostly like the part between Hrobce and Ústí nad Labem. The rest of the map is for me like I don't know, I don't know. But I feel like there are too strict speed limits. There are just too many. Like the part in Kralupy and Vltava where you have to go 40 kilometers per hour, which is absolute pain. But to be honest, I feel like it definitely deserves a solid A tier. Germany map. For any Germans here, I feel like the map is, talking about length, is a really long map. I feel like it was a kind of good choice to make a high speed corridor. But yeah, I think that the German map is very good. Although I don't really think uh, the new part of the track, the 3 or 4 stations at Dresden. I don't feel like those four new stations were really needed. I don't think they were really like. I mean I don't know really, but I just feel like those four stations weren't needed too much. But yeah, other than that, the map has some really good, like really great scenery. The stations are also debatably pretty good, and I feel like this map surely deserves something between A and S tier. But because I'm good, I'm gonna put it into S tier. Although that part between Wolfsburg and that one station, yeah, between Wolfsburg, Hauptbahnhof and Fürstenberg, that part where you can go only 100 kilometers per hour, kinda pisses me off, but it doesn't matter. Italy. The Italian map is, I feel like the part between just the local track, the Italian local track, is just not only that. Just I feel like it is some really good scenery. I just feel like there's not too much. There's just we didn't get too much of it. Like I know going through the whole map takes some time, of course, but I feel like it's I feel like there could be more stations once again, and I don't know. I feel like there could be more in the scenery too. Uh, because most of the track there is like, I don't know, 300 kilometers per hour, so you can go really fast. And I think that it deserves something about an A tier, right next to Czech Republic. Poland. Poland is a pretty good map, although yes, I know that some people hesitate about the three, about well, I mean two expansions, which I don't know if were really necessary, but yeah, uh, the Polish map is. I think that in scenery, it's just it's just forest, which is a bit of a shame that there's not more of it really than just forest and a bit of fields between Kacków and Zubrowka. But the local tracks, I'm not counting the Polish local track like the other map. We'll get to that later. Wait, wait, I accidentally. Uh, yeah, what am I saying? We already rated that. But so the Polish map scenery is kind of a shame that there's mostly forests, but uh, I guess that's just how an average Czech, Slovak, or Polish railway line looks. Really, like yeah. But yeah, the Polish main track or just the main map with the two local tracks. The scenery is really good. The stations are pretty decent. I kinda enjoy the the second expansion, like the one that has two stations that goes from Kacków Miasto, and yeah, I would say that it should go in A tier. But don't worry, there won't be only A tiers in this video, so yeah, keep watching, please. Anyways, Slovakia. To be honest, to be honest, I think that Slovakia clearly deserves an S tier. I will say it right from the start because uh, it's pretty much one of the few maps that I really enjoy driving on. Since I know most of the stations on the map, that's fact number one. Like I know them and I've been in them in real life, but uh, uh, I just really like Slovakian railways for some reason. The stations look absolutely insane, and both of the local tracks. I mean, the one from Trnava to Sereď is a bit, I don't know, maybe a bit short. It could continue on the real track. It could continue just like the real track all the way to Galanta. But I like the second local track. That one's really good. I feel like it's the best local track in the game as of now. Maybe the distance between those two stations could be like maybe there could be more distance between these two stations. But yeah, the scenery, even the tractors, everything is really good. I like that on the main line there's literally almost no speed limits at all, like except the fact that there is 160 kilometers per hour. But that's just how fast you can go with every train on the map. So yeah, S tier. Switzerland map, the newest map in Train Sim as of now, and I really like the main line, and I even like the one from phase 3 of Switzerland map, the one that goes into like through the mountain and like that. I don't mean the local track. The local track is, in my opinion, the worst part of the track. Except that one waterfall, that's beautiful, but the rest of the local track is, in my opinion, deservable like C or D tier. But because there's the other two phases of the track, mm, I'm gonna place it in. I would honestly place it somewhere between A and S tier. I mean, no, B and A tier. But because the beautiful scenery and all the buildings and things like that, I'm gonna put it in A tier. Then Austria, and if Austria had more stations, maybe like more small stops for slower trains, then I would give it instant S tier. But there's a bit too few stops on the map. But we cannot count off the fact that it's a pretty old map. But because of how not laggy it is, and because of the beautiful mountains near Innsbruck, which, yeah, are beautiful, I gotta put it in S tier. Then we have Hungary Romania, which is a map that has been pretty requested for remake lately. And I honestly understand, and I want that remake to happen sometime this year too, because it's like okay, the map is really good. I like the layout. I like the Romanian part especially, but I really like the two smaller Hungarian stations too. I don't really know what to think about uh, the Budapest Nyugati station. I'm not sure which of the two main stations in Budapest it is, but yeah. Uh, uh, yeah, I think there could be more small stations where the slower trains could stop. I feel like that one station between Orosháza, if I'm right, and Arad is there just could be more small stations like that. But yeah, but to be honest, I will have to put it in A tier because of the lack of stations. The scenery looks really good, and I like the stations, especially Arad and Orosháza. Then there's the Czech local track, and if you've heard my song Rebel Civilian, then you probably know that I have some relations with with this local track because I even live on a local track in real life. Then playing on a Czech local track is pretty much like a really obvious thing for me to do, but I have some things to say about it. In my opinion, the Czech local track is, um, in my opinion, the Czech local track is too short, just like the Polish one. I know it's a local track, but come on. There can be short distances between the stations, but I feel like there could be more stations, more stops. I'm praying that there will be a remake at some point of Train Sim's existence because or just an or just an extension. I feel like there's not too much scenery, which is another problem. There's also really painful speed limits, and yeah, uh, I just feel like there's a lot of things that could be changed, both in the scenery and in the maps, mm, technical things and system and overall. So Because of that, I'll put it in B tier, just next to the Polish local track. Then we get to France, UK, which is a here in the racing community a very controversial map. If you know, you know. Uh, but I have to agree on the fact that this map is really good for testing high-speed trains. I have to admit that. But what I have to say, like about negatives about this map, is that it's just it's just fields, a few trees, and a long, a really hellish long tunnel where you can't even go, not even 200 kilometers per hour. Which, I mean, I don't blame it. It's a real place that exists in real life, but I just I just really hate that part of the map because it's just a small claustrophobic tunnel, and yeah, I just don't like that there's not much on the map. There's just also just 4 passenger stations, which is, I mean, yeah, the map is big, and if it was supposed to make any bigger for more maps, then it could cause some uh, gameplay problems like lags and things like that. But okay, I don't really know if it deserves any higher than B tier, but this is a very honest review, just like the title says. So, if I had to say my opinion about this map, then I'll unfortunately have to say C tier. And this is not because of the hate uh, from the Nexaverse community. I mean, from some people from it. But, no, I mean seriously, this is a very honest review, and I honestly say that this map deserves a C tier, in my opinion. And last but not least, we have a Legacy, which, well, Legacy isn't your ordinary map. It doesn't contain 1 or 2 countries, but 4 countries plus the Czech local track. And I feel like this map is. I feel like the German part of the map could be maybe a bit longer. Same to say about the Polish part of the Legacy map. They both have like 1 or 2 more stations. But it's a Legacy map, so we cannot do anything about it. And since I really like the Czech part of the map and the Slovakian one too, of course the German and Polish part too, the Polish OG part. I mean the OG Polish map, and I would say that this map is really good for international routes because it has 4 countries, so that makes sense. And I feel like this map deserves, in my opinion, uh, since they removed the double yellow 40 kilometers per hour restriction, which was really an annoying thing about the map and about trains in overall. But because they removed that restriction, I am gonna put it in A tier. And that's the tier list. Yeah, as I already said, this tier list is available on Tier List Maker, and you can find it under the category of Roblox games. And the name of this tier list is Trains and Maps Tier List Maker. And yeah, that's it. I hope you at least with some of the maps. I hope you agree with some of my opinions about the maps. Once again, there's no hate on B and C tiers. This is my honest opinion about them. And of course, it's just my opinion, so you can share ones too. And if you're a YouTuber, uh, more specifically one of those YouTubers who often watch my train sim videos my from my experiences with them, uh, then you can use this tier list template too for your videos. It's free to use, so go ahead if you want. And yeah,